Welcome to the Heavy Pages podcast, a space for women struggling with an unwanted separation or divorce. I'm Josie, your host, a separation survival coach, creator of the From Devastated to Divorce program, a mother of two, and a survivor of my own unwanted separation and divorce. My mission is to help you avoid some of the pitfalls that extended my journey of growth and healing, and to provide you with tips and tools that will help get you to a place of acceptance and empowerment. Because sometimes the pages of life can be heavy, but you don't have to turn them alone. Hello, and welcome to Season 4. Can you believe that we're on Season 4? I'm so excited and I'm so proud of myself and all of you for following along in this journey. If you have been here since the beginning, you know that I started with journal entries. They were the journals that I started the day that I left my house after my husband and I decided to separate. And 4 years later, we are still sharing that journey. Apparently, I wrote a lot, which turned out to be very convenient now. It's been interesting for me, and I hope that also for you, just to hear all the different dynamics and the ups and downs that I went through during this whole time, how many mistakes I made and shared with all of you. Hopefully you don't make some of those. I still crack myself up rereading some of that, and I still embarrass the hell out of myself actually in these next few journal entries that'll be coming up. I'm talking about dating, and I'm so annoyed with myself about this person that I was dating that I didn't even need to be spending time with, but I did. It's part of the journey. I am still learning about what I was feeling back then by rereading them, and I am so glad that it is in my past. So stay tuned for those because they're doozies. Also, if you've been following me since the beginning, you will find it very strange that this episode dropped on a Monday because usually my episodes drop on Tuesdays. But for this week, and this week only, I am doing a full week of episode drops. You heard that right. 5 episodes are going to be going out this week. And the reason I'm doing that is because Season 4 is going to have evolved even more than Season 3. If you listen to Season 3, you know I did a lot of Topic Tuesday episodes along with my journal entries, which is probably why we're still doing journal entries 4 years later, because even though I did write a lot, I haven't been focused solely on the journal entries. And this season is the same, except not only am I going to be doing Topic Tuesdays, but I am also adding, and you'll start hearing them as early as tomorrow, are chapter checkup sessions that I am doing with women who are willing to come on here and share with me their journey and where they are on the From Devastated to Divorced guide. It's a 5-chapter guide. I introduced it last season, episode 25, and that is where I've been putting a lot of my focus and energy in building that up into a program. And so I am interviewing women who are willing to share about their journey, how it coincides with the 5 chapters of that guide. So for the next 4 days, you will be listening to 4 different women sharing about their journey. And from then on, I am going to continue to add other women's journeys now and then. And I will share at the end of this episode where you can reach out to me if you would like to be one of those women. And don't worry, some names have been changed, so you don't have to feel like you're going to be all exposed out there. And you only share what you want to share. The great thing about this new series that I'm adding is that not only are you hearing from me and how I felt through my journey and how I felt I hit each one of those chapters, you'll be hearing from women who can relate to what I'm talking about. It is a lived experience that we all share. Everybody might hit a chapter in a different way. They might be in one chapter longer than the other because everybody's journey is a little bit different. But for the most part, that is the outline of the journey from devastated to divorced. And that was why I decided to create it in the first place, because I wanted other women to have like a roadmap, a guide of where you're going. Because in the middle of it, when you're sitting in the middle of this devastating situation in your life, you don't know where you're going. You don't know which way is up. You're confused, you're lost, you're scared. I had therapy. Thank God. My therapist was wonderful, and we worked through a lot of things together. But I didn't have like a vision of where I'm going next, of what I'm working towards specifically, besides not feeling like shit, besides not crying every day, besides the pain being gone. And those are, yes, definite things that we want to happen. But it's not like a guide or a roadmap. It's not something that I could look at and check off and say, okay, I've done this, so I'm a little bit closer. I'm done that, so I'm a little bit closer. And so that is what this guide is meant to do. That is what this program is meant to do. It's meant to help you, give you a visual of where you're going, what maybe you still haven't worked on that's preventing you from getting to the next chapter in your journey. I keep saying I'm excited because I don't know what other way to say it. I just feel like this is like a breakthrough. And not to say that no one else has reinvented or that I reinvented the wheel here, but just the way that I've explained it from my personal experience and from speaking to other women, it is extremely relatable and it gives you a way to focus forward. I think that's the best way to put it. It helps you focus forward on what you're working on, and it doesn't really look back too much. It's not supposed to look back. It's supposed to be forward facing to get you forward and to help you survive this separation. Because I'm so excited about this and I wanted to bring it to so many women's attention, I am actually doing a masterclass next week, January 16th at 1 p.m. And this whole week's worth of episodes is to get everybody excited and curious and want to learn more so that they will come over and listen to that masterclass. And that is what I recommend that you do. I will have the link in the show notes where you can register. If you're listening to this in the future, I'm sorry. I'm sure that I will do other masterclasses, but if you want to learn more, you can always reach out to me and we can discuss. So if you haven't clicked the follow button wherever you listen to your podcast or subscribed, be sure to do that so that you don't miss any of these next episodes coming up this week. And definitely, I hope to see you at the masterclass, which is happening this coming Monday. That's all for now, and I will catch you tomorrow. That's going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can always find me on Instagram at heavy_pages_podcast. And if you found this episode interesting, please consider clicking on that 5-star rating and following so you are notified when the next episode drops. As always, thank you for listening, and remember, sometimes the pages of life can be heavy, but you don't have to turn them alone.